Hello. Welcome. This is Jon's virtual pub quiz. If you can hear me, someone quickly give me some abuse online, just so I know that you can hear me okay. My neighbour Paul is probably reaching for his phone around now. But I'm going to assume that you can hear me, so we're going to carry on. I'm still learning all this technical stuff. It's, so what are we going to do? Right, so, welcome. This is week 3. I did this 3 weeks ago for a kind of small group of friends. It kind of seemed to go, thank you, Paula. Paula just says she can hear. There you go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Okay, so next week we nominate one person. Thank you all. Did this 3 weeks ago. It went quite well. Did it kind of last week, and it kind of there you go. There's all the bings coming in. It went well again. A few more people joined in, and I just thought, you know what? We're all stuck indoors. It's a Wednesday night. I just was like, yeah, come on, let's just kind of cast the net far and wide. So there are friends of mine doing this. There are friends of mine doing this, and you're very welcome. There are complete strangers who don't even know who I am doing this. You're absolutely welcome. And so last week, the highest score, shout out to Chris and Vicky from Waterloo, highest score, 40 out of 50. Second place was Jim and Linda and Lucy with 37. So this week I've kind of tailored the quiz a little bit more for the people who are playing. We've got teenagers, we've got 20-somethings, we've got 70-somethings playing. So there's kind of questions for everyone. Feel free. Alison's sitting next to me. Alison's my wife. She's sitting next to me. She's not playing this week because quite a few people had a potty mouth when she got one of the answers wrong last week. So she's not trusted. So she's gonna kind of help me out a little bit. So if you want to kind of say hello, whatever. We've got, Alison and me, WhatsApp, text, Facebook Messenger, YouTube comments, that kind of stuff. But remember, if you are watching on +1 or catch up, please do not text, as it won't count and your network will still charge you. So, how are we going to do this? What's the format? It is 5 rounds. There's going to be 5 rounds. And then we normally have 10 points per round, but this week it's going to be a little bit different. So it's not going to be out of 50; it's going to be out of 65. And so most rounds, 3 rounds are going to be worth 10 points, and 2 rounds are going to be worth 15 points. So that's going to be a grand total you're looking for of 65. So we are going to have the format of the quiz is going to be questions. There's going to be 3 question rounds, and there's going to be 2 picture rounds. And the picture rounds are hopefully going to be a little bit fun. Start off easy, go a bit challenging maybe, but hopefully it's just going to be a bit fun and make people laugh and kind of help you all get in the mood for laughing. Here's a nice picture. Look at that little fella. So straight after the quiz, I think Alison's going to be jumping on with some of her friends, having a kind of a hangout or a kind of a house party or whatever. But me, I'm going to be watching the final episode of Tiger King. So please, no spoilers. Thank you very much. So, who is your quizmaster? Your quizmaster is me. Hello, it's me, your quizmaster. Just doing a little bit of light reading, by the way. If you've got this book, you stand a very good chance this evening. A very, very good chance. Hello. It's kind of mark yourself. I'm Jon, by the way. Hello. So it's mark yourself at 65. We'll do the quiz first, we'll do the answers at the end. Just kind of trust yourself. Someone's just spoiled Tiger King for me on WhatsApp. I'm coming for you. Mark yourself at the end. Now, when you play in a big team or play against each other,
have some fun with it. It's fine. It's fine. Absolutely have some fun with it. Like I say, if you want to do some, drop some notes in, I can do some shout outs at the end. There's going to be space for that at the end. So let me give you the format of what it's going to look like. Here we go. If you can see my eyes wander because I've got this kind of like teach yourself how to do Google kind of broadcasts and stuff. So here we go. So round one. Let me just see if I can. I've got people saying I've gone echoey, so I'm going to try and just do a quick. Better now. There you go. Thank you. Better now. So round one is going to be entertainment. There we go. Entertainment. There's going to be 11 questions on entertainment, so it's 10. It is 10 1-point questions and a 5-point bonus at the end. Round 2, picture quiz. Round 3, natural world. So it is. Where are we? So it's natural world, animals, geography, science, that kind of thing. Round 4 is a picture round, and round 5 is general knowledge. So if you've got a pen and paper, what you want to be doing is kind of 1 to 11, 1 to 10, 1 to 11, 1 to 10, 1 to 11, and then we're going to get to 65. Right, okay, so someone's saying it's when I'm on the screen it starts to go a bit echoey. Let's try this again. So I'm back on the screen. Hopefully it hasn't gone too echoey. Don't mean it to if it has. But I'm going to crack on as though it's not echoey, and I'm sure someone will let me know if it is, and then I can do something about it. Right. So the questions will start easy in every round. Oh, the echo is back. Here we go. The echo is back. Right. Maybe it's a microphone thing. Let me switch microphones a second, and we'll see if the echo is back. Right, hang on a second. Hold the line, please, caller. Hold the line. Right. Now, I clicked a couple of buttons. Is that better? Has the echo gone? I'm sure someone's got to let me know if the echo's gone or not. Starts off easy in every round, gets a little bit difficult towards the end. There is kind of there's going to be a nice little bonus at the end. So here we go. Question 1. Right. I just want to sort out this echo thing. I'm getting lots of messages from people saying it's gone really echoey. Is it still echoing? Can someone let me know if it's still echoing? I'm just going to take a nice little, mind you, I can't take a drink while it's kind of, oh, now I'm getting sent a video, hang on a second, right. I can't really watch video whilst there must be 2 mics open, yes, no, 2 mics open, I've not got 2 mics open. Right, I'm just trying a couple of things, just to see if it's gets a little bit better. Right, okay. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully. Let me try and just. Right. Okay, I'm going to crack on. Wasn't like this last week. Really thrown me that. Really thrown me. Right, okay. Okay, alright. Right, I'm going to start with round 1, question 1. Here we go. The rock band Oasis, are from which UK city? So the rock band Oasis are from which UK city? Congratulations, 1 point. Right. Question 2. Who is Tess Daly's co-presenter on Strictly Come Dancing? Who is Tess Daly's co-presenter on Strictly Come Dancing?
And question number 3. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of which US state? Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of which US state? Is it still echoey, by the way? Is it still echoey? I've got some comments that it might be the bow tie. So the bow tie is just to please my dad because he saw me do it last week. And he said, yeah, the only thing was missing was a bow tie, so here you go, bow tie. And I don't actually own a bow tie, so I've had to kind of borrow one. But the only person I could borrow one, obviously, because of the situation, is my 4-year-old son. Right. Let me... Right. I'm just trying to figure out the sound. Is that still echoing? Can people let me know if that's still echoing? There is a bit of a delay, actually. Ah! Hello, hello. Whoa! We've got there. I've clicked the right button. I am still new to this, people. I am still new to this. Right, okay. Good. Right, question 1. The rock band Oasis are from which UK city? Question 2. Who is Tess Daly's co-presenter on Strictly Come Dancing? And question 3. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of which US state? Right, we are back up to speed. Okay, good stuff. Question 4. Oh, sweet amber nectar. Question 4. Who was the original lead singer of Black Sabbath? Who was the original lead singer in Black Sabbath? I can't even send this software back because it was free. So, get what you pay for. Question 5. Which Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts film was set in London and featured the song She as performed by Elvis Costello? And it was on the other night. So remember, round 1 is all about entertainment. So which Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts film was set in London and featured the song She as performed by Elvis Costello? It was on the other night. Here you go. I'm just checking in with the YouTube comments. Lots of thumbs up. Right, that'll do. Happy days, happy days. Right, question 6. Starts to get a little trickier now. Weekday mornings, you will find Piers Morgan giving out his personal opinions on ITV's Good Morning Britain. But who is his regular co-host? Who is his regular co-host? Weekday mornings, Piers Morgan, Good Morning Britain. Who is his regular co-host? There was a Mars bar there a second ago. All gone now. Never mind. Question 7. Earlier in the year, Zoe Ball took over hosting the BBC Radio 2 breakfast show from Chris Evans. But who did Chris Evans take over his BBC Radio 2 breakfast show slot from? Earlier in the year, Zoe Ball took over the hosting the BBC Radio 2 breakfast show from Chris Evans. But who did Chris Evans take over his BBC Radio 2 breakfast show from? Question 8. My head's still kind of technical. I'm still kind of struggling with the technicalities. I'm trying to do the quiz and I'm trying to figure out what went wrong so I can fix it anyway. Question 8. Bryan Adams was at number 1 in the UK charts for all of the 1990s with the song Everything I Do It For You. But what was the name of the film it was from? And I need the full title, please.
Bryan Adams was at number 1 in the UK charts for all of the 1990s with the song Everything I Do It For You. But what was the name of the film that it was from? Now, question 9 is in the verbal rounds, the non-picture rounds. Question 9 is going to be multiple choice. So here's your first multiple choice question. What was the first film to gross $100 million at the box office? Was it A, Jaws, B, Star Wars, or C, Superman? What was the first film to gross $100 million at the box office? Was it A, Jaws, B, Star Wars, or C, Superman? Question 10. Having failed to win in his previous 4 Oscar nominations, Leonardo DiCaprio won an acting Oscar in 2016 for his role in which movie? So having failed to previously win in his 4 previous nominations, Leonardo DiCaprio won an acting Oscar in 2016 for his role in which movie? Right. Here is your first. Here is your first bonus. So round 1, question 11. This is for 5 points. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, and there are 8 answers. And I'd like 5 of them, please. You can write 8 down all you want, but there's a maximum of 5 points available. So, between 2001 and 2011, there were 8 Harry Potter films. Name 5 of them, please. It's a point for each, maximum of 5 points for this question. So it's 5 from 8. Between 2001 and 2011, there were 8 Harry Potter films. Name 5 of them with a point for each. I'll give you a moment. Going to give you a bit longer, just a little bit longer on that. So, what do we think? Oh, if you need any more questions read out, comments, WhatsApp, I'll kind of maybe do some at the end. Right, so let's just crack on with round 2. This is a picture round, and let's face it, it's everybody's favourite picture round. It's celebrities as children. So here we go. This is round 2. Question 1. Who is this? Okay. I'm going to go to the next one now. Number 2. Who is this? Number 3. Who is this? you know what? Do you know, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to say this, but there you go. People will be people. Yeah, well done. Well done. Yeah, it's a quiz. Write it down. Don't write the answers in the comments section on YouTube. Anyway, so look, if you are playing along at home, and if you're watching on YouTube via a laptop or something, and there's the comments section on the right hand side, it's okay, Bex, not to worry. New to this, no worries. So yeah, we're not shouting out the answers. Everyone's just kind of writing them down, and we'll do the answers at the end. Cool, no worries. Right. So number 4, who is this? Number 5 coming up. Starts to get a little bit trickier. Number 6. This is number 6. Who is that? Number 7. Who's this? And number 8. Who is that? Take a sip of my beer while you all have an argument in your homes about who that is. Right, number 9 coming up. So this is my favourite of the round. I don't know if I said this for the first one, but this is my favourite of the round, right? Number 9. I'm going to give you a few seconds on that one. If you've not written down an answer for that, you are going to absolutely kick yourself when you find out who it is. Right, last one of the rounds, number 10. Who is that? So that's probably the hardest one of the round. And it's the last one. So who is that? Number 10. And we are going to go to... We are back. Hello. I seem to think I've figured out this kind of audio thing. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. Right. Round 3. So round 3, this is natural world. So it's kind of humans, animals, geography, science, that type of thing. It's 11 questions. Write them down. We'll go through the answers at the end. There's 10 regular questions, each worth 1 point each, and then a special 5-point bonus at the end. Question 1. What kind of eagle is the national bird of the USA? What kind of eagle is the national bird of the USA? And it's usually around this point that my mate Paul reminds me that I need a fresh beer. Question 2. Which planet shares its name with a metallic element? Which planet shares its name with a metallic element? It's a process of elimination. Question 3. Which sign of the zodiac is represented by 2 fish? Which sign of the zodiac is represented by 2 fish? Cheers, Goog. Message come in. You need a fresh beer? Watch this. Magic. Thank you. Question 4. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. The Falkland Islands are in which ocean? The Falkland Islands are in which ocean? And to prove that if you know, you know, you don't know, you don't know. Question 5. What is the longest river in the UK? What is the longest river in the UK? Question 6. Don't all shout at your television or your laptop straight away. Let me explain. Question 6. How many bones are there in a normal adult body? I will give you 20 bones either way. 20 bones either way, and you get the point. How many bones are there in a normal adult human body? I think there's a science teacher playing this quiz, but he's probably screaming at his laptop now going, I'm physics. Question 7. What is measured on the Beaufort scale? What is measured on the Beaufort scale? Question 8. Schiphol Airport is in which European city? Schiphol Airport is in which European city? That's one of those airports that's absolutely amazing, but if you've been there, you'll know it. Question 9 is your multiple choice. In the human body, which protein forms nails and hair? Is it A, melanin, B, keratin, C, collagen? In the human body, which protein forms nails and hair? Is it A, melanin, B, keratin, C, collagen? You're probably all casting your minds back to like adverts and stuff, aren't you? Jojoba and all that stuff. Question 10. And look, the questions get harder. So they start easy, they get hard. Famous geological tourist attraction Cheddar Gorge is in which range of hills? Famous geological tourist attraction Cheddar Gorge is in which range of hills? I've had a very polite request to repeat question number 3, I'm assuming from this round. Can you repeat number 3? I talked and Kev's annoyed at me because he didn't hear it. There you go. Kev, which sign of the Zodiac is represented by 2 fish? So that's Kev, which sign of the Zodiac is represented by 2 fish? Right, so we're now, so this is round 3, question 11. This is your bonus. This is worth 5 points. So, Austria has land borders with 8 countries. It's Germany. Apart from Germany, there are 7 others. Can you name 5 of the 7? It's a point for each. 5 points available here. Austria has land borders with 8 European countries. Apart from Germany, there are 7 others. Name 5 and it's a point for each. And I'll give you a minute. It's gone quite well, isn't it? So Austria, apart from Germany, 7 others. Go clockwise, go anti-clockwise, alphabetical, your choice. Just name 5 though, apart from Germany. Right. Right, we are now on to the dizzy heights of round 4. Here we go. I'm going to remove this piece of paper. I need to move that piece of paper so I can see what I'm doing with this fabulous piece of technology over here. So, round 4. It's movie posters with the titles of the movies removed. I need the name of the movies, please. Here we go. If you're new to this, you'll get the idea pretty quickly. Round 4, question 1. What movie is this? So nice and easy, won't give you too long on that one. What movie is this? Question 2. Question 3. What movie is this? My name is Maximus Decimus Aurelius. That's literally one of my only impressions I can do. Of course I'm going to do it. Question 4. What movie is this? So you'll have noticed by now, throughout all these rounds, they start to get a little bit more difficult, kind of question 5 onwards. So here is question 5. What movie is this? I don't want the franchise name. I want the name of the movie. You can give me the name of the movie. You can give me. I'll be super generous and give you a number. If you give me a number, I'll accept it. But I don't want the name of the franchise. I want either the name of the movie or I'll tell you what. Give me the name of the movie for 1 point. But if you give me the number of the movie in order of not the order they were shot, but I'll give you half a point for the number. Man, I'm generous. Right. This is question 6. What movie is that, please? That's for you, Paul. 7 coming up. This is tricky, this one. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you won't. But ladies, prepare to turn around and look at the man in your life. What movie is this? And so that was question 7. Question 8, can you tell me what this movie is, please? I'm going to give you a couple more seconds on that one because it's pretty tricky. A lot of you are probably squinting, kind of getting right close to the screen to see what that thing is that the kid's riding. Here is 9. Absolute personal favourite of mine. Honestly, this film is amazing. I'll tell you the answer later on, but if you've not seen this movie, it is brilliant. Absolute, just brilliant. And question 10 coming up. Probably, for most people, probably the most difficult one in the round. Question 10. What movie's that? I've got someone showing off on WhatsApp telling me what the name of the animal is from question 9, which is just quite frankly showing off. Right, are you ready for round 5? Let me push this button. Seamless, this, isn't it? Absolutely seamless. I've had some technical difficulties tonight, but you're not paying for it. You're not going anywhere. You're not paying for it. It's not part of the license fee or anything. So, you know, there you go. Right. So, round 5. Question 1. I mean, if I was Gary Lineker, I'd give you a refund, but I'm not. Do you know what I mean? Round 5, question 1. Oh, speaking of Gary Lineker. What is the most popular flavour of Walker's crisps? Round 5, question 1. What is the most popular flavour of Walker's crisps? I took that from the Walker's website this afternoon. Google it if you want to. I've had a no Googling from the side, but you can Google if you want to. You're just cheating against yourself. It's like golf, isn't it? Round 5, question 2. Which famous British movie director was the organiser of the 2012 London Olympic opening ceremony? Which famous British movie director was the organiser of the 2012 London Olympic ceremony? Question 3. Again, if you know it, you know it. Which chess piece can only move in diagonal lines? Which chess piece can only move in diagonal lines? Question 4. Which famous person set sail on the 14th of August 2019 from Plymouth to New York on the boat Melissa 2? Which famous person set sail on the 14th of August 2019 from Plymouth to New York on the boat Melissa 2? So it's a famous person who's taken a small boat from Plymouth to New York. You're going to like question 5. Question 5. In 2020, what day of the week does Christmas Day fall on? In 2020, what day of the week does Christmas Day fall on? Are you PAYE? Have you got your holidays in yet? Have you looked ahead? Right. So there we go. Question 5. In 2020, what day of the week does Christmas Day fall on? There you go. Question 6. As the noughties ended and the clocks and the calendars moved forward and we went from 2009 to 2010, who was the Prime Minister of the UK at the start of the new decade? So as the noughties ended and the clocks and calendars moved from 2009 to 2010, who was the Prime Minister of the UK at the start of this new decade? So I'll do a few more questions, and then if you want to kind of round 2, question 4, or whatever, it's not a problem. I'll kind of go back Right. Round 5, question 7. Who described herself in British Vogue magazine in 2019 as not single, but self-partnered? Who described herself in British Vogue magazine in 2019 as not single, but self-partnered? Oh, it's her, isn't it? Thingy. Yeah, Thingy. You know, with the, you know. Question 8. Who wrote the series of novels featuring the CIA analyst Jack Ryan? Who wrote the series of novels featuring the CIA analyst Jack Ryan? If you know, you know. Do you know, I think my father-in-law's playing this. He'll know. He's... Yes. You're on that, aren't you, Keith? You're on that. Yeah, you know that. Question 9, multiple choice. And the multiple choice questions have got a bit harder. The first one was 5 from 8. The second one was 5 from 7. This is 5 from 5. Oh no, it's not 5 from 5. That's the bonus question at the end. Sorry, ignore me. Bonus question at the end, 5 from 5. Multiple choice. One answer, please. One answer. Everyone should eat 5 portions of fruit and veg per day. But how many strawberries is equal to 1 portion? So how many strawberries is one of your 5 a day? Everyone should eat 5 portions of fruit and veg per day. But how many strawberries is equal to 1 portion? How many strawberries is one of your 5 a day? Paula, this is number 9. You're right, sorry. Ignore me, I got a bit confused with the bonus thing. Again, it's not BBC, I'm not Graham Norton, this is free. We're learning on the job here, people, we're learning on the job. So this is multiple choice, round 5, question 9, multiple choice. I need to give you the answers, don't I? Good job you're here, isn't it? Wow. Okay. Yeah, do you know, I'm going to leave this video up for years to come. And my little lad at some point in the future is going to watch this video. And at this point, I'm going to say, son, your mum's boss. Honestly. Right. How many strawberries is equal to 1 portion? Is it A, 2 strawberries, B, 5 strawberries, C, 7 strawberries? Is it 2, 5 or 7 strawberries is your 1 portion of fruit and veg per day? This has gone so well. This really, you know, it's gone really well, this, isn't it? Sorry about this, people. I wonder if there is a gap on the telly for like kind of wonky quizzes or something. Like, every bloke watching this quiz is now like kind of, Lynn, monkey tennis, wonky quizzes. Question 10. This is question 10, round 5, question 10. In what year was the Channel Tunnel first opened? Question 10. In what year was the Channel Tunnel first opened? Tough question, that one. That's why it's question 10. Got a little note from Paula on, little comment from Paula on YouTube. The other quizzes started at 8 p.m. I did think about that, Paula. I really did. But I'd have been sober then. What's the point in that? Round 5. So round 5, bonus. So this is the last question of the quiz. And it's tough. It's difficult. I am sorry. But the quiz just gets harder. Through it goes, right? There are 7 cities in Scotland. Apart from Glasgow and Edinburgh, can you name the remaining 5, please? There are 7 cities in Scotland. Apart from Glasgow and Edinburgh, can you name the other 5 cities in Scotland? I kind of need hold music here, don't I? Kind of like... Yeah, sorry about that. So apart from Glasgow and Edinburgh, it's an awful question, isn't it? Name the other 5 cities in Scotland for 5 points. So the whole quiz is out of 65, and just these 3 bonus questions in round 1, 3, and 5, they're 5 points each, 15 points. Well, it'd be 64 and a half, wouldn't it? Yeah. What was the bonus question in round 2? Imagine if you were half Austrian, half Scottish, and you loved Harry Potter. Sorted. You'd be absolutely sorted. Right. We're at the end, people. That's it. The end. That's it. That was the last question. That was the last question. We are at the end. You are about to get some answers. So before I do some answers, is there any more questions that you want kind of repeated? Yeah. Any more questions that you want repeated, not just like kind of why did you pick those glasses? Or yeah, anything like that. So any other questions? Any other questions you want repeated? Now's your time to shout, yell. I can see Alison's phone lighting up. Picture round again. What, the whole thing? You need to stop drinking white wine, Hannah. The whole thing? Really? The whole I can't do the whole thing. Is there a particular one? Hang on, which picture round? The celebrities or the movies?
From 5.
From 5.
Celebs from 5, the difficult one.
Celebs from 5. Can we? All right, Paula's up again. Hello, Paula. Can we have Q7 from round 1? That is quite specific, isn't it? I'll do my best. I've got it in front of me. Q7 from round 1. Earlier in the year, Paula, Zoe Ball took over hosting of the BBC Radio 2 breakfast show from Chris Evans. But who did Chris Evans take over his BBC Radio 2 breakfast show slot from? In other words, who hosted the BBC Radio 2 breakfast show before Chris Evans? Anyone else? I'm checking Facebook. I'm checking WhatsApp. Celebs 6, 8, 9, and 10. Right. I'm just going to go and quickly go back to celebs. She's a big fan of the quiz. She's a big fan. She brings in lots of people. 6, yeah? Jennifer? You're not Jennifer, surely. Your name's come up as Jennifer. Right. I want to call you Jenny, but it seems a bit familiar. Right. Pictures. Here we go. Quickly. This is celebrity number 6. 8, 9, and 10. That is number 6, right? This is number 8. This is number 9. I appreciate I'm flying through these, but I'm trying to do my best. Maybe you could just sketch them out freehand. Refer back to them at some other point. And this is number 10, the tricky one. Can we also have pick 5, please, says Paula. I will do my best, Paula. Here we go. So that on screen now is number 10. So we've had 6, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to go back to number 5. This is number 5. I'm going to see if I can oblige Jennifer, who wanted round 2, which was the picture round. Yeah. Question 5 and 9. I may have answered this already. Yeah, I've done 5 and 9, haven't I? Yeah, so this is 5 on screen now. Round 2, question 5 is on screen now. And I'm going to, do you know what? I'm going to put up number 9 again, just because it's my favourite one of the entire quiz. There you go. Right. I'm not reading that message out. Okay. And hey, Kirsty wants 3. Of course you can. There you go, Kirsty. There's that celebrity picture 3. Now, I'm checking YouTube. Any more requests? I'm checking WhatsApp. I'm checking Facebook Messenger. I'm checking the wife. She's shaking her head. I think we may be at answers time. You're welcome, Hannah. Right, answers. Okay, so if no one kicks off, I'm going to start reading out some answers. Right, so let's do that. Right, answers. Here we go. I asked you, round 1, question 1, the rock band Oasis are from which UK city? Of course, they're from Manchester. 1 point, everybody. 1 point. Question 2, who is Tess Daly's co-presenter on Strictly Come Dancing? Of course, it's Claudia Winkleman with The Fringe. What a fringe. Question 3, Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of which US state? It was California. Question 4, who was the original lead singer of Black Sabbath? It was Ozzy Osbourne. Sharon! Question 5, which Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts film was set in London and featured the song She, as performed by Elvis Costello? It was Notting Hill. It was on the other night. Caught the back end of it. I like it. There you go. Question 6. Weekday mornings, Piers Morgan presents ITV's Good Morning Britain with his regular co-host, Susanna Reid. Question 7. This one's for you, Paula. Earlier in the year, Zoe Ball took over hosting the BBC Radio 2 breakfast show from Chris Evans. But who did Chris Evans take over his BBC Radio 2 breakfast show from? He took it over from Terry Wogan. Tell. Bryan Adams, question 8. Bryan Adams was at number 1 in the UK charts for all of the 1990s with the song Everything I Do, I Do It For You. But what was the name of the film it was from? Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. If you've said Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, give yourself 1 point. If you've said Robin Hood, have half. Go on me, have half. But I really wanted Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Question 9, multiple choice. What was the first film to gross $100 million at the box office? Was it A, Jaws, B, Star Wars, or C, Superman? It was A, Jaws. Question 10. Having failed to win in his previous 4 nominations, Leonardo DiCaprio won an acting Oscar in 2016 for his role in which movie? It was The Revenant. I've never seen it, but it was The Revenant. Previous nominations were for Best Supporting Actor for What's Eating Gilbert Grape and Best Actor nominations for The Aviator, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Blood Diamond. Hello, Andy Goddard, if you're watching Blood Diamond. And your bonus for round 1, your bonus. Between 2001 and 2011, there were 8 Harry Potter films. Name 5 of them, please. A point for each. Hopefully, you've just got 5 answers. If you've got 8, you're showing off. But it's also not really in the spirit of the game. Hopefully, you've just got 5. 5. Right, here we go. You could have had Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. There you go. Hopefully you managed to get 5 in that. So, celebrities as children. 1. I'll put them up on screen. There you go. Let me take a drink. That bundle of fun. That's Amy Winehouse. They tried to make it go, the hairdressers. She said, no, no, no. This is Jennifer Aniston. Of course it is. That's Rihanna. So yeah, Rihanna. Yeah, I do know the answers. That is Leonardo DiCaprio. Popped up again. See? Popped up again. Well done, Stacey. 5 is... Hey, if you said Donald Trump, unlucky. That is Jack Nicholson. Cheeky Chappy, Robbie Williams. That's number 6. Number 7, Freddie Mercury. Of course you got that, Chris. Of course you did. Number 8, big shout out to my mum and dad who've got this one right. John Lennon. Now, number 9. It's Graham Norton. Graham Norton. Brilliant. Love that. Absolutely love that. Right, 10. Most difficult one of the round. Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger. Right, we are going back to round 3. What kind of eagle is the national bird of the USA? Bald eagle. Bald eagle. Round 3, question 1, bald eagle. Question 2, which planet shares its name with a metallic element? It's Mercury. Question 3, which sign of the zodiac is represented by 2 fish? Kev, it's Pisces. Question 4, the Falkland Islands is in which ocean? It is in the Atlantic. Question 5, what is the longest river in the UK? It is the Severn. Question 6, how many bones are in a normal adult human body? I'll give you 20 bones either way. The exact answer is 206. If you said 186 to 226, give yourself a point. I'm accepting 186 to 226. Question 7. What is measured by the Beaufort scale? You are measuring wind. Not that type of wind. Question 8. Schiphol Airport is in which European city? It is in Amsterdam. Question 8. Amsterdam. Question 9. Multiple choice question. In the human body, which protein forms nails and hair? Is it A, melanin, B, keratin, or C, collagen? It is B, keratin. I like this bit. I can kind of hear people groaning. Question 10. Famous geological tourist attraction, Cheddar Gorge, is in which range of hills? It is in the Mendips. Cheddar Gorge is in the Mendips. And round 3, your bonus question for 5 points. You get 1 point each, a maximum of 5 points for each correct answer. Austria has 8 land borders. Apart from Germany, there are 7 others. Name 5 of the 7. You could have had Italy, Switzerland, the Czech Republic, Hungary, Liechtenstein. Well done if you said Liechtenstein. And Slovakia and Slovenia. So Italy, Switzerland, Czech Republic, Hungary, Liechtenstein, Slovakia, Slovenia. And I'm doing this quiz from a little corner in my kitchen, and yes, my hot water has just come on. Round 4 was movies. And of course, that is The Bodyguard. Absolutely. I need to do that now, don't I? Boom. There you go. This was Hook. One word. Hook. This was... This was... Of course it was... Gladiator. And this is Forrest Gump. Question 5. Quite clear on this. I am looking for Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. If you've written Episode 1, did you say a point or half a point? We said half a point. If you said Episode 1, we said half a point. If you said Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, you can have a point. If you've just said The Phantom Menace, I'm going to give you a point. But the thing I'm looking for really is The Phantom Menace. Right. 6. That is Black Swan. 7. This is The Last Action Hero. And 8, pretty tricky if you don't know it. Although if you know the name of the animal, you're going to get this. That is The Never-Ending Story. Cue everyone singing that. Was it Lamar? Did he sing the song? I think Lamar sang the song, didn't he? Right, this is honestly belter. If this is brand new to you, if you're learning something through this quiz, great. Go and watch this film, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Really funny. Really, really funny. Stacey, I think you just swore at me, but I think you spelt it wrong. And lastly, question 10. Look, this is probably the most difficult question in the round because you might be thinking, oh, it's a Bond film. It's 1 of 25. My odds are 1 in 25. Your odds aren't really 1 of 25 because that's George Lazenby and he was only in one Bond film. He was in one film and it was on Her Majesty's Secret Service. That is George Lazenby. Diana Rigg and Telly Savalas was the bad guy. So it could only have been one Bond film. Right, now we've got one more round to go, haven't we? We've got round 5. Round 5, general knowledge. What is the most popular flavour of Walker's crisps? According to their website this afternoon, it's cheese and onion. Question 2, which famous movie director was the organiser of the 2012 London Olympic opening ceremony? It was Danny Boyle. Question 3, which chess piece can only move in diagonal lines? It's the bishop. And question 4, I like this question. Which famous person set sail on the 14th of August 2019 from Plymouth to New York on the boat Melissa 2? It was Greta Thunberg. Or Thunberg, as some people... Thunberg? Greta Thunberg, anyway. Question 5. So, yeah, she jumped on that boat and she sailed across. I think she was like 16 or something at the time. 15, 16. She got on a boat and she kind of went over to New York and she addressed the UN about climate change. And she gave that really good stare at Trump. Question 5. In 2020, this year, what day of the week does Christmas Day fall on? What day was it last year? Oh, was it a Tuesday? Was it a Wednesday? I'm not sure. It was Wednesday last year. It's a leap year this year. It falls on a Friday. This year, 2020, Christmas Day is on a Friday. Yeah, those holiday days in. What a lovely long weekend that's going to be. Question 6. At the end of the noughties, the Prime Minister at the start of 2010, the Prime Minister was Gordon Brown. Start of this decade, or last decade, yeah. The start of the tens. What did we call them in the end? The tens? No, yeah, shrugged your shoulders. During the tens, at the start of the tens, Gordon Brown was Prime Minister. How long ago does that feel now? Question 7. Who described herself in British Vogue magazine as not single, but self-partnered? It was Emma Watson. Emma Watson. Here's the Harry Potter thing again. Question 8. Who wrote the series of novels featuring the CIA analyst Jack Ryan? Yes, Keith, it was Tom Clancy. Also did the movie, the video games as well. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six and all that stuff. Question 9, which is the thing I fluffed earlier. Multiple choice. Everyone should eat 5 portions of fruit and veg per day. How many strawberries is equal to 1 portion? Is it 2, 5 or 7? The answer was C, 7. 7 strawberries is equal to 1 of your 5 a day. And question 10, in what year was the Channel Tunnel first opened? It was opened in 1994. 1994. I am not Ken Bruce. There are not any t-shirts for 1 year out. It is 1994. And I think this is the final question. So get ready. If you want to send your scores in, send them in. Round 5 bonus. There are 7 cities in Scotland. Hello, Alan, if you're playing. Apart from Glasgow and Edinburgh, name the other 5 cities in Scotland. 1 point for each. Aberdeen, Dundee, Perth, Inverness and Stirling. Aberdeen, Dundee, Perth, Inverness and Stirling. That's it, people. That's the end of the quiz. Get your scores in if you want to. If you want me to read them out, I will. Likelihood is we'll be doing this again next week, so I can read the scores out at the start of next week. I tell you what, Paul, that's not a bad score. I've got nothing else to judge it by, but I've got a 33 so far. Someone's got a 33. Until I hear another score, you're winning. Sorry, that didn't last long. Someone's got 54. Go get some sleep, Paul. Go and get some sleep. So yeah, and I'm going to say hi to Kim. Hello, Kim. Paul's sister, Kim. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. We've got 49 down the road. So far, mind you, that's a high score. That 54, isn't it? That's a high score. That. How many's in that team?
Oh, well, they've invited 2 friends.
Oh, they've invited friends, you see. 42 for Claire. Bing, bing. It was Jenny, not Jennifer. See, Jenny, your YouTube name comes up as Jennifer. No one's ever called you Jennifer. I've got 36 from Jenny Rimmer. Ed Spencer. Hello, mate. He scored 53. And he's asked the question, what happened to your Scouse accent? Yeah, mate, I live in Essex. So, yeah, been living down here a while, mate. I have to do that thing where I have to kind of speak slowly and clearly so people can understand me. Otherwise, like, they do, don't it? Doesn't really kind of, no one, yeah, people just look at like you're mad down here if you're going to do that stuff. My brother, hello, mate, how you doing? Hello. Nick, 53. Nice. Goog, 56. It is at 65. 49. Stephen, Catherine, and Eliza. Man, you must be about what? Eliza must be about what? 9 foot tall by now. Just hello guys. Someone's just rang. 46 for Steve and Catherine.
So 45.
Smiley face. I'm hearing 45.
Yeah, that's your dad and your mum.
That's my mum and dad. All this for you guys. There you go. Yeah. If you want to know what my dad looks like, by the way, this is me, and then this is my dad, apparently. Doesn't he look like his dad? Oh, man, doesn't he look like his dad? So, yeah, I think we've had loads of scores come in. I've got Chris, Stacey. Hello, Stacey. 56 on YouTube. Chris Prescott, 58. Has anyone gone higher than 58 so far?
No.
I mean, Hannah and all of Surrey was like kind of, what was she? 54. So, Hannah, yeah, so Chris, 58. Mate, you're doing really well. The Banham household, 43. We've done that. Oh, the Banham household, is that the same? Because it's come up with David Banham. Is that the same Banham? I don't know. Kim Banham. I said hello to Kim. She got 43. Kim gave me one of those on YouTube. Roy. Yay! Roy got 45. Laura and Kev got 36 and a half. Presumably that's because Kev only heard half the questions because Laura was, Paula Hemmings, 29. Still nice to meet you, Paula. 29. Gave it a go. Silly Lemons, who I think is Sean and the gang, 42. He's a teacher. Menges, 54. I saw Menges last week. I think that might be. I've got a feeling Menges might be Steve Clark. I don't know though because it just comes up as Menges.
Steve got 42.
Steve Clark got 42.
Yeah.
Well, who's Menges?
I don't know.
Who Menges. Menges. I'm really sorry. I don't. But Dave. I'm Kim's dad. Hello, David. Hello, David Banham. Kim's dad. Cool. I like all of this. I should have been. I kind of should have been. Menges is. Oh. I've just found out who Menges is. Right. Evening, Jim. I didn't have a clue, mate. Sorry, I didn't know. Where's Menges from? Where's that from? God, that's gonna be the first question next week. Who's Menges? I should have been doing this, by the way. Sorry, I should have been doing this. This is all the shout-outs. So I've just offended loads of people, but I'm making Eddie back in Liverpool, Eddie Spencer, laugh because this is me, mate. I'm in Essex, and apparently this is what we do in Essex. We do shout-outs. I do like where I live. No letters, please. Andy Slater. Slater's playing. 49. Cool. Sean's on his own. I might give him a shout in a minute. Oh no, I'm doing that Tiger. No, I'll give him a shout, then I'll do Tiger King. Right, so I think we've got a load of questions come in. I'm going to throw this up there, just in case. I'm happy, you're happy. There's not a lot on telly. Paula was kind of doing the whole. I think she was saying, can we start at 8? But then she thinks she should start at 9. So tune in next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Phil Collar, the Colonel scored 52, and Hannah. I like those guys. So yeah, tune in next week, same bat time, same bat channel. I'm thinking, I'm just hanging on. If there's any more coming in, are there any more coming in? Are there any more? 54. Jim's. Do we know Jim? Jim's at 50. Do we know Jim's score? 54. So we've had a 54 come in. Yeah, we've kind of done next week. So really,
that's all, folks.
There you go, people. I reckon that's it. I reckon we're kind of about done. I'll see you next week. Kev got 50. Thanks, Laura. God bless. No, you're welcome, Paula. Yeah, just kind of like stay safe, stay indoors, do what you need to do. It's just fine. We'll get through this. We'll see you next week. Nice bit of fun, that. It's the end. Thanks, everyone. See ya. Bye.